Hello everybody. Let's continue with the world building. All right, today we got medieval 50 cent. Okay, starting the stream pretty soon. Takes a little bit of time. Okay, now we're on. All right, hello everybody. Let's continue with another session of world building. We are going to continue with this environment. Today we are going to do the water system, meaning that we are gonna get the rivers going, and we're gonna get the all the connections through the different areas, the different biomes of this environment. Alright, to do that, first of all, I would like to create a nice river that goes through these mountains into this waterfall. This is where the water will originate in this environment. So I'm going to basically grab all of this, maybe push it around here, right there, and here I would like to create. Let's go Control B to browse, and let's start actually adding some mountains here. Cool. Alright, so I want some mountains where the water originates. Somewhere around that area. Cool. So to do that, I'm just gonna copy this water blueprint, which is just a water plane kind of thing, and I'm just gonna place it somewhere that makes sense. Nice. Okay, and I'm going to try to cover it a little bit with this thing around this area. Alright, so we have some water coming here. Then I'm going to go to PCG right here. I'm going to go to the PCG graph, and I'm going to break all my PCG graphs so we can work on the landscape, because if not, gets buggy. Very quick and very fast. It gets very buggy. Now I want to come here, select landscape. After clicking on the landscape we want to work on, we're gonna go sculpt, and we're gonna go smooth. A little bit of bigger size. We're gonna go like little bigger size and strength. We will try to smooth this out a little bit. Okay, does not want to collaborate. Okay, so when that happens, we try to sculpt a little bit here, and from this height we're gonna get flattened with a very small brush. We're gonna cut this out like that. Nice, 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 nice. We're gonna cut it out a little bit, and here we're gonna go smooth, super sweet. Nice. Then I'm going to go into section save. Selection mode and save, and here I'll just try to duplicate this and push up a little bit the terrain, because this static mesh, so I can actually cut this out, this water level. I need to place it somewhere around here. That's kind of cool. So the water level kind of goes out from this area into the thing, to the waterfall. Let's go landscape sculpt. Cool, sweet. So here we're gonna push it up, whoop, and push it to the waterfall. Okay, let's try to make a connection between the water and the waterfall. Scale, okay, it's not. Let's get it as close as possible. Doesn't need to be perfect. Then we just duplicate this little thing. Try to push it in there to close that little gap. It's okay. We find some sweet spot to put it around that area. Cool. Okay, let's go Control P and find something else. Okay, all we need is just to cut this plane of water. This plane of water it might need to be way bigger. 60. The problem is that if I scale it, we lose that beautiful wave, those waves that we got. Right, if I go scale like this, it scales the waves. Not really. Good. I thought I was going to mess up the beautiful waves. So let's just go a little bit like that. Let's push it a little bit more. I think that's super sweet right there. Cool. Now we have a little lake. Not a lake, but a little kind of what's going on here? We don't need that thing, I guess. Yeah. Okay, when this happens, we have a couple of options. We can just duplicate this one and try to hide the other one, which is underneath of it. Just to try to make some kind of transition. Yeah, it really doesn't let me cover this up that well. Well, if it doesn't let me do that, let me just get some rocks. Let's cover that up with rocks. What other rocks can we use in here? Is this cool? Yep. We need to place some nicer rocks around this area so we can really block that connection. Doesn't really look so sweet. Not really. Here as well, we don't want that gap in there. I had this very cool rock somewhere. It was like a little kind of, was good for like making like a plateau, like some kind of structure. Is this the rocks I'm thinking of? Maybe it was another pack. Let's check it out. Okay, sound is good. Desktop, I don't wanna. Let's see, check. Voice is over the music a little bit. I think it's okay. I need to actually see if that's a good level of volume. And here we are going to go to landscape mode. Select the landscape. Go to sculpt. We're gonna just bring it up with a bigger brush and stronger brush. Not so crazy. A little bit bigger. Then smooth. Smooth it out a little bit. Then we can flatten out to push this level out a little bit. Kind of cool. We can go erosion. A little erosion in there. And we can end it up with smooth. Cool. Nice. Looks a little bit more implemented. We have this little gap going into the thing, which is not so sweet, but it's okay. For now, it's okay. Okay. All I wanted is just a nice little water. Yep, we have a lot of rocks in here, I guess, that I'm messing up, because this kind of high. Yeah, we have a bunch of rocks that we actually need to push. So let's just copy this name and let's push all these rocks out, so we actually get something. It's kind of interesting. That's kind of cool. Right. I like this. All right. Too repetitive. Too much weight on this right side. We need more weight on the other side as well. Kinda cooler. Now the texture of these rocks do not go well with the actual color of the mountain. We need more green, more jungle colors, vivid green, to make it actually get closer to that. And alright, that's kind of cool. Nice. We need those rocks, that material. So I'm just going to apply this material, because this is gonna be a little bit of more of a this material. Look it up. Good. With the magnifying glass, and now I can apply. I'm able to apply this material everywhere into those rocks. We actually get some nice blending between the mountain and the actual rocks. We don't want them to just stick too much. Can leave some rocks like that on the top, it's okay, but since it's very mossy, it comes from the jungle, we need to keep them all, I guess, a little greener. Yep. Yeah, like that makes sense. There you go. Now it looks nicer. Let's push these guys a little tiny bit like that. Boom. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. The waterfall comes from somewhere in the mountains. Right next to the volcano. Pretty close to the volcano. That might not be that good, but it makes sense. Comes somewhere from here. We do need some high mountains, so it really makes sense that water originates in there. Fresh mountain water. Oh yeah. Alright, I repeated the same prop like 10 times. It's time to actually give it a little bit of rotation. And then we need to do the same thing. This happens when the props don't have the bottom side, the bottom part of them. You need to really, reminds me of working with Megascans. I love when props are just closed, watertight. You can really do a lot more with those. Here I need to actually just cheat my way around and try to add some stuff like that. Again, floating stuff up here. Okay, cool. Sometimes rotation 0 is the best way to go. Makes much more sense. Nice, I like this. Okay, cool, we got some water falling down that originates from the mountains. And to hide this origin of the water, I'm just gonna actually add some little clouds into the mountain. Meaning that, yep, water kinda comes from this area. This is not a stylized per se thing, but do we have more water here? No, it ends up here. Maybe we can have some kind of thing that I can add like a local fog volume and just like make the water just disappear into the fog. I think that would be nice. It's whatever. This is not important right now. These fog planes are very cool, but a little dangerous. If you look at them from some angle, it really doesn't work. It's just a plane, so we need to place them far away, and then we can actually add a little bit of rotation to them with a blueprint, so they keep on following the player camera, but just a little bit. If you do that too much, it's gonna look weird. Alright, so yeah, much happier with this area. Again, let's try to add more of these rocks, these jungle rocks. I wanna like actually start placing them all over the place here to blend in this lake with the river somehow, because we are using different water materials, which maybe I need to think nicer how to actually blend them together. Oops. Not so interesting. Much nicer. Let me copy some of those rocks. I'm not gonna work on this without the PCG activated, because then it's a little hard. That foliage really doesn't make sense. No, I'm gonna delete that foliage and place it in little clumps, little bit more thoughtful. These rocks are super low poly, like sometimes when you get like that low poly, it really does not resemble anything. The shapes are too sharp, but okay. Yeah. It's nice because we have mossy green jungle rocks, no moss, and we have the swamp mossy white rocks down here. So we have different biomes every step of the waterfall. It's kinda cool. Alright, so I'm not gonna think about detail right now, I'm gonna think about water flow. I wanna really make a river go through this thing. Okay. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just go landscape and cut through the mountain. Let's go flatten and go like, let's break it like that. And that's how landscapes form. It's the water that forms the landscapes. Water was before the land, so water shapes the terrain. There you go. It's a straight line. We can make it more curvy. Yeah, we can make it more curvy actually. We have a lot of straight lines, which is not fun. Can make it like toof, toof, toof. Yeah, let's go more curvy actually. Alright, so let's go like zoom, zoom, zoom. Okay, it will go like, let me get some of that here. A little bit more like a river, yeah. Well, sometimes rivers can go in a straight line as well. But making it like that will look more interesting. It's all about how can I make this look sweet and still make some sense. Okay, let's just cut off all of this a little bit, not too much. We don't want a very wide river. Okay, this water will end up go through these mountains into the ocean. So we can have a little kind of cold biome there, a little bit snow biome. That would be kind of cool. So that's cool. I want the river to also not sure. I kind of want to have a nice bridge here. This could be a bridge, but the end could be just rocks. That's also interesting. Just a huge cliff. and it could be like a desert cliff underneath it. That's also interesting, because if I push this river through this direction, it's gonna be a long way until it reaches the shore. And we have the desert environment, so don't want to mix it too much. I don't want to give too much water to the desert. Yeah, let's keep it like that actually. But here I want a huge river that connects with this. Let me see if I can break it a little bit like that, so water can actually flow that way into this direction. Wow. So we have river coming here, it goes out that way, goes out that way. I still want to make it go out that way. Damn. Maybe let's just save this up and try to experiment and see how it looks. Now that we are on this kind of blockout stage, I think it's time to like just try it out. Don't be afraid of just trying some ideas out before everything gets a little bit more solid. It'll be kind of nice to have a river here. That square shape does not look natural at all. We want to avoid straight lines every time. We don't want straight lines, they're super boring. Nature usually doesn't have straight lines. So we need to like curve out this thing a little bit more. Actually cut out this corner like this. To break that straight line, and this corner right here, right there. Let's cut it up. Nice. And here we have a triangle, and here we can have some interesting stuff happening as well. Yeah, we can merge. That's a little crazy, but like, let's see. This thing, I'm wondering, can I just like put it out like that? Something that goes through the swamp. I mean, not through the swamp, because we don't want rivers in the swamp, but we will need to cut the desert environment a little bit here, make a big mountain that separates him from the river. Let's see. It's funny to just push mountains away. Poof. Okay, so this river, let's get this landscape bigger. I need some more land here to push this river out. Let's go manage, let's just add a bunch of landscape. Let's go brush size 10, so we can add like a big chunk of landscape here. Boom. Right, let's add another big chunk here. One more here, and one little piece here, and I think it's enough to get this river out to the ocean. Cool. A little bit here. That's nice. Let's bring this brush back to 1 so I don't make any mistakes in the future. Nice. Let's just save this up. Big landscape. Oh yeah, too big. I need to cut it out a little bit where I don't need it. Mm. Let's see. What do we have here? Okay. I want to just go cut. Cut it like that. Nice. Alright, cool. Cool. So we're gonna have this river going through all this place right here. Oops. Be careful with the flatten brush, because if you don't select the right height, it's going to do a mess. You need to pick up the lower piece of height, the lower terrain, and then you can paint through that height and you can extend that height. If you pick something higher, it's gonna rise it up. Super powerful brush. Alright, cool. So now it's gonna look more interesting with more rivers. This jungle river I need to break into different paths. Just one straight river looks boring. I need to break it up. Alright, this river thing is gonna take some effort, but let's see. Smooth out, or maybe a hydro, just to try to get that. Hey, how are you, Magma? I'm working on the water system, water flow of the environment, trying to get the rivers to flow from up the mountain, back down, and then out to the ocean, trying to make this river flow which is gonna break the environment in pieces, and it's gonna be very interesting to actually have these separations of land. And with this I can make bridges, I can make caves, I can make I appreciate it. I'm looking for a erosion. Yeah, the erosion brush is one of my favorite. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it interesting, and and rivers are a great way to break the environment. Also, I want like very high bridges and stuff like that, and differentiation in terrain, and it's super cool because I can really break it up. And oh, I can't wait to make an underwater environment, underwater caves and stuff like that. That'll be super cool. Those are my favorite, like seaweeds and like water plants and like water creatures, which is super scary, like water creatures. Not focusing on gameplay wise, we don't have any gameplay. It's just an environment. Yeah, once we start having some mechanics and stuff, yeah, once we get some mechanics and stuff, hopefully I will be able to see how it feels, but now it's just a walking character. Right now we are on the block out environment phase, not much of gameplay now. It will take some time for the other for the programmer to actually no, these are just sculpting brushes. We don't have any displacement maps. You can add displacement maps if you want, like Unity does. It uses different images to push the terrain around. You can also import different, yeah, but not now because it takes a long time to walk from one place to another. It really takes a long time. Right now it's working time. It's time to get this thing going, and as soon as I get this water system going and I spawn the forest and put some bridges, we can test a little bit. Right now, since I'm on sculpting mode, I don't wanna spawn the PCG and play with the character because it will take about 5 to 10 minutes to actually do that. Yeah, I cannot really jump from one thing to the other so quickly, since this is a very big map. Especially with PCG, it really, you know, activating and deactivating PCG takes a long time. It's something I don't like about PCG. It really bugs my computer down. And I cannot work on the landscape if PCG is activated, and I cannot work on PCG if I'm working on the landscape. So it's step by step. It took me a little time to understand that. I was trying to work on the landscape with PCG on, and it just doesn't want to. But hopefully we will get some testing in a couple of minutes. I just need to get some stuff going here. We're gonna cut the desert out a little bit, and we're gonna make some mountains because I don't want the desert to be close to the river. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. And I really want to break this jungle river into pieces, make it separate into little rivers. That would be super nice. Like an Amazon river, it just breaks down into veins, like little veins structured. Okay. Let's see. Let's actually sculpt and get erosion. Let's get some erosion on this. And then I need some water spline, which is a little tricky. Those splines are a little tricky to deal with. And since I'm here, I'm gonna just paint super quickly this, because this road does not go that way. It actually goes this way. I need to make a nice bridge here. Yeah, today I'm focusing a little bit on connecting the areas. Like, I've been working on these biomes by separate, and now I want to actually see how they connect a little bit, to actually have a transition between them, which is the most interesting thing. This is what's going to really make the environment look super cool, the transition between the areas. I want to see how can I achieve that in a nice way. Here I want to flatten it out to make like a nice alright, you see, even though without the PCG it gets laggy, the camera just jumps away. This is the biggest landscape I ever worked on. I'm going a little bit too heavy with this. Alright, so we have this kind of structure here that I kind of want to make a bridge on. It's like a big gap in between, and that's kind of cool because it does not let me see through this. I kind of want to be able to, from the swamp, I want to be able to go up the desert. And that's another thing I need to work on today. Think where the player path is going to be. I want to make it like open world, like you can go from any zone to the other zone. There's going to be several entrances to the zone, so it's not like a linear game. You can actually go wherever you want, in whatever order you want. There's no restrictions. You can just walk around and to wherever place you want. It's gonna be at least 2 entrances per area, and they're gonna connect to each other in different ways. That's gonna be super cool. So here I'm going to just connect those two, somehow get that height a little bit equal. as equal as possible. That will make the bridge actually work a little easier. And yeah, this is this is crazy. I've never done such a big environment. Okay, I'm not gonna focus too much on this thing. It's just a block out. What I need is to start cutting my way through this thing. Foliage. Erase. Erase, erase, erase. But yeah, actually that's a great idea. Like imagine like having little short videos like on the shorts, making little shorts of a walkthrough through different biomes. That will be very nice. So people will be able to see the different biomes. That will be super cool. I need to make more shorts. The last one I did very good. It's probably the most disliked video on my whole YouTube thing. Which is kind of fun because that means that YouTube is pushing this video to other people, which is great. But yeah, I need to put more effort into those shorts. I love streaming because I'm just working on my stuff, you know. It's kind of nice. I don't really put much thought about on it, right? I don't need to edit videos. Yeah, this is huge. Like it looks very small, and like this river, like it's gonna be super huge. Like you can like, it's one of those rivers you don't wanna get into because you might be able to drown in there. We have those rivers in Costa Rica. Like if you get dragged by that river, you're gone. There's no way to survive. It's just a bunch of rocks and very fast currents, and there's no way you can get out. You need to be very lucky to actually be able to get out of those rivers. Those are the rivers people use to do the rapid thing, the rafting I think it's called. And it's crazy because they can only do them in dry season. If you do that in wet season with the rains, it's very, very, very dangerous and also illegal because a lot of people have died in those rivers. Because you have like one thing that is called cabeza de agua. It means like a water head. Sometimes you have like a big swell of water, and it just, you know, covers you, and there's no way to escape that thing. Yeah, rafting is very cool. I did rafting one day and it's such a nice thing, but it's very scary though, very, very scary. Thankfully the day I did it, the river was very calm and everything went good, but yeah, scary stuff. Alright, cool. Let's add some river thing here. Okay, we can do splines or we can just do water. Let me think about this. Let's actually get this plane and let's make it super big. Let's make it 30. Let's actually go like this. It will be so nice to have a water like boats in this game that you can actually like paddle around and stuff. That will be super cool. Because we are planning on having islands. There's actually a Viking island right there, far away in the north, and in the south, or maybe somewhere around here, we want to have another island which is gonna be like an Asian temple island. Because we do have some very nice Asian temple asset pack that I would like to use. It's kinda, I need to make my research because I don't know much about Asian culture, so I really want to reference myself into something. I like I don't know, Thailand temples, which are like very intricate, have a lot of detail. I like something like that. Alright, so here the water ends, and that's kind of cool. We need to keep on breaking the level, because this water needs to go out, so the level, yeah, that'll be super cool. Really wanna change it up and still make something original, but based on something. I don't want to combine two things and being too obvious, because then it's like people will be like, dude, like you don't know what you're making, you know. It's like, so I need to like really think about it and come up with something interesting. Landscape sculpt. Now I want to bring the water level down, so actually the water can flow out. To do that, I'm going to bring the flattened brush right here, and I'm going to push this out. I need to bring this level of height out. I need to bring it out. It doesn't really need to be that realistic. I can fake it a little bit, but I do need the terrain to be lower than the actual water level, just so the river looks okay. Hey Sagar, how are you? Nice, getting new viewers. That's very cool. All right, so yeah, we have our river spline. Let me show you. I'm just about to do that. I'm just trying to bring the terrain down a little bit so the water can actually flow out to the ocean. And these mountains, I'm just gonna hide. It's I'm actually working on this. Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to do. We got some river splines like this, and I'm going to actually look this up with Control B, and we're gonna get this blueprint river spline to actually flow out into the ocean. We are using different water shaders, so here they are not gonna match so nice. That's why we're gonna add some rocks to blend it out. Then we can modify the material and actually make it super sweet. So here, okay, this spline is going the other way around. I totally forgot. So what we're going to do is actually make it, we're gonna start from the ocean and we're gonna come back to the lake. Yeah, this water system is super important because it really defines the landscape, really defines where the water starts. It comes from the mountains, goes down to the bottom, feeds a little bit of the swamp area, and then goes back down, back out to the ocean from the jungle, from this other forest, and from this other place. So I really want to get this down. That way I can really start working on the little zone, the little areas. So before we do the river, I just need to cut out a way. Let's go landscape manage and add a little piece of terrain to actually push this out. Manage, let's make brush number 10, size number 10, so we can add a big chunk of terrain right there. And maybe just a little tiny bit more. Yeah, let's just add a tiny bit more terrain here. We can cut it out later and hide it with mountains and blend it into the, this is gonna be like a snowy area. Don't want to make it too snowy, but it will be very cool to have a little snow biome here, since we have some snow here. Like super close to the volcano. I mean, there's volcanoes with snow as well. Everything can, it all depends on the height of the terrain. We can have snowy deserts as well. It all depends on how high it is, and where it's located in the world. All right, so landscape, sculpt, and we're gonna push this river out. Sculpt, flatten. Okay, with the flatten. Yeah, that's a good question. We need to name it, because we have a lot of rivers. We have a lot of rivers. For example, this line can have one name, this other line can have its own name, this one going down can have one name, and this one. We can have like 3 different rivers. Usually that's how they... There you go, now we got into the river. Okay, let's just break this down a little. Nice. And then with the erosion, yeah, names, that will be super fun. I'm not sure how are we gonna name things, but that'll be very fun. To name everything and make a map with names and everything, that'll be super cool. I have a friend that is a very good illustrator. I kind of want to ask him to... I want to give him like a top-down screenshot of the terrain so he can make me a super nice map. That'll be super cool. So you can press M and open the map and you can see where you're at and stuff. Okay, let's break this down with erosion. Erosion is a little bit what this sun and the wind does to the terrain, and then we have hydro brush, which actually simulates water falling down into the terrain and giving those kind of like watery that water effect that happens when too much rain comes and it washes out the mountain. Super good. Like with those 2 brushes you can achieve some very cool effects. Okay, so let's try to bring this height with the, not the sculpt brush but the flatten brush. Let's try to cut. Oops, let's cut right there. Okay, doesn't want to cut. What's going on here? Oh, water ended here. Okay. That's funny. I was like, what? And then some erosion. It's okay, I can get this properly made later. I just want to see how it flows. Right, it's time to get the river going. Let's just save it a little bit for the computer to... Okay, take it easy. Okay, so this is... Water is flowing on that direction. We want to push the water out to the ocean. That's the way. So here, I'm going to put it there. And here, I want this to be thicker. Let's go 30. Let's go 40, 50, 60. Like that, okay. A little bit like that. It's okay, the water is totally different. Let me just try to get the height. The height of this, I really need to, before I start this spline, now that I have some experience with this river spline, I really want to get the height right. Which the height is gonna be this one. Really want to match these 2 height levels. And then we can push this and start building the thing. Okay, let me see if I can push this exactly where it belongs. Water on top of water. Yeah, let me try to match this up as good as possible. We can just copy actually the C position on the thing, and I think it's gonna align perfectly. There you go, that's the perfect alignment. Good, we have this aligned, and then we can try to put it here. That's funny. He'll be very happy if we name this after him. That's funny. Let's go here. Yeah, I think we need to push this way lower. Oh yeah, this river needs to be way lower. Oops. So flatten brush.
River of death, every people drown in this river, face with tears, enjoy face with tears, enjoy face with tears, enjoy face with tears.
Yeah.
More water in this river.
Yeah, this river is deadly for sure. Like, it's gonna be a very fast river and very dangerous river for sure. We might have a little bit of stones and a little bit like slower areas and stuff. Sometimes if you make like little ponds, there you go, we need to break through this level. You see, like this level, we need to try to cut it. Cut. Okay, right here, let's cut it. We got some stone falling from above. That'll be kind of interesting, making like a mage kind of city that fell from the sky and just broke all the land. That's kind of cool. And you have like some kind of magic creatures living in there. I've probably seen this before in some other games. Okay, so now we are pushing this out to the ocean. Now let's check on height. Do we actually get enough height? Yes, to push this river out. Good. Whoa, yeah, this is like it reminds me of that Cartoon Network series where like there's like this very fast bird and this other like brown character who's actually trying to catch the bird with Acme products. That's funny. I would like the desert to have very high cliffs and stuff. That would be super cool as well. Alright, so let me just push this little river here to the end of the map where we will have big dragons just waiting for you to touch the end of the map to tell you, well, like you cannot move forward. That'll be super cool, having like crazy mythological creatures from the flattened earth, which this is a flattened earth kind of thing. It's kind of goes well with the theory. I like those like huge like dragon like snakes kind of thing like that you see in mythology. That'll be cool to let people know this is the end of the map, you cannot move forward. If you step here you will get eaten by a huge snake, instead of being just like walking against an invisible wall like, damn, I reached the end of the map. Or having exhaustion, like how they say, like getting your character exhausted and then you die, which is what happens in World of Warcraft. But it will be super fun to have just a huge snake coming and eating you. Like, yep, sorry, you cannot move forward.
I love dragons smiling face with hard eyes.
Yeah, those are super cool. It reminds me of Avatar the Airbender. They had like these big fishes that you can ride on top. Oof, that would be super cool. That was one of my favorite kid cartoons ever. Like, I seriously watched that thing like 3 times. It was so nice, and the message behind it and everything is such a cool thing. Very, very cool thing. I wanna implement a lot of those things in here. Kind of want to like look for some stuff. the air cities that they had, like the air temples. Oof, that's so cool. And like the war zeppelins from the Fire Nation and stuff. Whoa, that's so nice. Come on, Unreal, you can do this. You know where I want to go? I don't want to go to this axis. I want to go to the left. There you go. Splines are a little bit funny sometimes. You really need to.
I want to go to that world.
Yeah, that'll be super cool. Oh my god. Come on. Yeah, splines. It's a little tricky to work with splines sometimes. You need to be very patient. You really need to. You see, like it goes up. Unreal, I would like to select the spline and create a point, and then I can just push it wherever I want. But it does not allow me to do that. Unreal wants me to select the point with alt click and drag, but it doesn't know what axis I want to drag on. If you allow me just to create the point and then drag with the little arrow, that way it won't cause any problems. But I bet there's a better way to work with this. Thankfully, this one is not so hard to work with. I have other splines that are just what? It really requires some patience to get this right. Okay, let's see if I can actually. I think this music already is on repeat. Let me change to this other one. I had this. Oh, this one is nice. I'm trying these hip hop beats on. It's Dr. Dre, but medieval, in medieval sounds, and somehow it's not copyrighted. But I do need to give props to the YouTube channel that I get this music from. I actually need to put that on the description because it's not nice to just use somebody else's. My parents are from Ukraine, but I was born in Costa Rica. Costa Rica is a little country in Central America. Very tiny tropical country that has a lot of biodiversity. So we have volcanoes and jungles and a lot of ocean. We have the Pacific, the Atlantic. Super nice. And the weather is one of the best weather in the world.
Nice slightly smiling face, thumbs up.
Yeah, it's a very cool place. No country is perfect, but I think we are doing very well. It's just a matter of knowing where to go and what time to go, because there's a
Nice person, smiling face with smiling eyes.
appreciate it. Yeah, we do get a lot of traffic like many other countries do, and there are some dangerous areas you don't wanna walk in. And unfortunately, we do have a lot of gun violence with the new generation, which is just a little crazy, you know, like very young kids doing very crazy things. But yeah, that's very common in other countries as well. It's just a matter of knowing when is a good time and when is not uh, a good time to go out. But most of the time it's very peaceful, it's very nice, people are very friendly. That's super cool. We do have some gaps. That happens because this environment has this landscape has a normal map, which causes these very kind of sharp lines, and these sharp lines do not react well with the water shader. So I do need to have a waterbed material without normal map, which will give me that smoothness here. Because you see these lines, they are very sharp and very stretched out, which I need to smooth out a little bit. Alright, so this is a little spline right here. Yeah, nice. We need to adjust the watercolor a little bit so it matches better, and then on the transition between two shaders, the river and the lake, we need to add some rocks and some things to actually blend in those things so it looks smooth. Okay, let's create one more water spline. Let me fix this little gap right here. Oops. Let me break this up. I mean, let me patch those gaps right there. With the sculpting tool a little bit, like let's bring it up a little bit like that. Now it looks like some kind of like moon structure, and then smooth it out a little bit. Yep, a little bit like that, and then flatten out. Nice. That's super nice. Just a little different. Okay, now maybe we can.
One is Trump Pond face with tears of joy, and other is Joe Pond.
I rather call them Kamala River. I like Kamala a lot. But again, I'm not talking politics here because I know there's a lot of Trump supporters and it's kind of rough. I'm not a big fan of how he speaks and how he talks about immigrants and stuff. But let's see how it goes.
You're rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, if you think about it, like the United States is a country full of immigrants. It's very hard to think about what is like an American, like a true American citizen, right? Like they have people from all over the world, and that's what makes it like such an interesting country.
No, I am neutral. I don't like politics.
I mean, I'm not much into politics at all, but since Ukraine is in like at war right now, it kind of, it's kind of a big topic for Ukraine, since we get most of the resources support from United States. But don't get me wrong, like the United States is a super smart country, and all the money they give away is actually all the weapons they give away, they're actually just giving old stock things that actually have expiration date, so they do need to use them somehow somewhere, so they're restocking their pile, their their weapons with new stuff, which creates a lot of job opportunities for Americans, which is great. Like it actually is giving a lot of people a very good job. And yeah, I used to believe that here in Costa Rica we don't have an army, so it's kind of crazy to talk about this, right? Like we don't have an army at all. Like going to a country where with an army is crazy for me because I haven't seen that. People walking with an like gun and stuff like that. It's crazy. Like with a uniform and stuff. We don't have that here. But the more I like study geopolitics and stuff, it's crazy that you do need to have an army, because if some other country goes crazy, you do need to defend yourself. It's crazy. Like you never know. Like thankfully nobody will attack Costa Rica, but for example, like Russia went crazy, and I mean Ukraine needs to.
Intel CPU are made in there.
Yeah, I have a friend who works in Intel. Yeah, he's a programmer for Intel. He has probably one of the best jobs. He's working for probably one of the best companies in the whole country. He's a programmer for Intel, and he gets to do a lot of top secret stuff. He sometimes tells me things that are like, dude, I shouldn't be telling you this. I signed an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, and it's super nice. But yeah, Intel is one of the best companies you can work for in Costa Rica. Also, Amazon is absolutely amazing. Oh, but if you get to the higher ranks, I have some friends of mine working in Amazon, and they went up and up and up and up, and now they have a very, very stable and good job. Yeah, I'm very, very excited to see what happens with my job. I don't really. It's kind of hard to say, but I don't think I will ever get a stable job. I know that the entertainment industry is like, you get a contract for 6 months, maybe 8 months. If you're lucky, 1 year, 2 years, and that's it. Then you need to move forward, right? It's not like. That's why I always wanted to develop my own brand. Always wanted to develop my own thing, so I don't need to depend on anybody else. That's how my dad is actually always trying to like push that on me. Like, dude, like you need to make your own thing. You don't want to just wake up next day and like, get a letter like, oh, I'm sorry, but this is your last week. Go find another job. And it's like, damn. It kind of sucks, yeah. But that's how it is. We got 2,550 employees fired from Blizzard a couple of days ago. It blows. Now, if I want to find a job, I'm competing against those 2,500 people, 550 people, which have absolutely more experience.
Do your business, that is great, but it's also hard.
Yeah, but there are many ways. There are many many ways to do great as a 3D artist. You can always freelance, grow your YouTube, create amazing asset packs online.
In our country, everyone wants to do a government job.
Yeah, here government jobs are. Yeah, everybody wants to work for the government for sure. It's the most stable and pays well. Especially politics, they have crazy salaries, like insane salaries. I don't know if they they really deserve those salaries, but yeah, everybody wants to be a politician here. They have very, very crazy salaries. BP is flying. Where is it? BP thing. Let's see if we can push this river to the other direction. Again, it needs to start on the ocean and come back here. Let's see if we can actually achieve this effect. Yeah, so that's the goal. That's the goal.
I like Own Empire smiling face with sunglasses.
Yeah, my dad. That's what my dad does. He brings fashion jewelry from the United States and China, and he has his own stores and he's his own boss. It's it's a lot of work, but he gives work. He gives jobs to other people, and it's super cool. Like just his mentality is so nice. Like it's I want to do that, you know. In the future, I do want to work for other people. I do want to achieve and have a lot of experience, but I do want to have my own digital products, services, and get to that point where I can really just do my own thing. And well, I've seen other artists actually achieving this thing, and it's like it's the best, you know. Like you don't really depend on anybody. It's just you. You work as much as you need, and you progress as much as you want. And it's crazy. Like if you build yourself a nice digital store, you can really just live from that. And then if you build like digital services, you can really make good money, even better money than what a AAA studio can pay you. But you need to be very good, and have a lot of experience. It's not like you know, you need to build trust with people. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sell a very expensive course and I don't have I haven't worked in a AAA studio yet. You know, no, you need to have some experience, and then people will start trusting you, and you need to show it in your actual work, right? Your portfolio and everything needs to show that you actually are very good and you can teach other people. So that's the thing. But more than teaching people, I'm actually very interested on making digital products. I want to create asset packs. I think that I can really create some cool stuff. It's gonna take a lot of effort, but once you put it up there, it's just out there, you know. You don't need to care much about it. It's like a seed, right? It's just gonna grow and give you fruit, and that's it. You don't need to really plant that tree again. It's kind of cool. I'm thinking about making low poly assets. I was looking for some like nice creatures.
Also creating characters.
I'm not a character artist. I'm more of an environment artist. But I do want to create creatures for this environment. I do want to create very interesting stuff for this environment. I want to animate them as well and stuff. I'm a 3D generalist. That's what I went to university for. So I know how to. I understand the whole pipeline. I took 4 animation classes with Maya, so I know the basics. I'm not a super big animator. Like I haven't animated much, so I don't have much practice in animation itself. But I can definitely animate some.
Crying face, I want character artist.
Yeah, character artist. Being a character artist is not easy. It's not easy. It's probably the hardest thing in 3D. Most likely the hardest specialization, for sure. like making something appealing and beautiful and actually technically correct and something that you can animate or make a game from. Wow. Big props to character artists because it's not easy. I want to create like interesting creatures for this game. Oops, that's not what I want. I want to select the whole spline, not just the points.
All my character artist friends are busy, confused face.
I mean, that's good that they're busy. That's super good. You should be happy with them. Yeah. Yeah, character artists, oof, they're always busy. Usually, you want to specialize in something because it's impossible to do everything. I just really like environments. I don't know, like it's really like my thing. But what kind of characters are you looking for? Oh, this river is empty, it's empty. Oof, we need to push this river way down. Way down.
He is happy, but I am not.
But what characters are you trying to make, or what are they for? Like animation or video games, or what kind of characters you looking for?
I like Blender and I do rigging with it. I know that Maya is great for movies.
Yeah. Yeah, Maya is a very powerful software for animation and rigging, but Blender can do it as well. Absolutely, Blender is very good, especially if you get add-ons for it. Oof, you can do some very cool stuff. Here we have some
Creatures and heroes, old generation fantasy world.
that's very nice. Like, but what style? Like realistic or stylized or what? Huh. I've never done this, like bridging two river splines. That's a little crazy. Let's see how it looks.
Like Paragon beating face with smiling eyes.
Paragon. Oh, damn.
Access to both short and normal screen so lucky.
Oh wow. Paragon characters. Damn.
Beating face with smiling eyes.
Yeah, Paragon characters. Oh wow, you're asking for AAA quality. That's not easy. That's not easy. Developing a Paragon character, oof, that requires some serious skill. And animating a Paragon character, oof, yeah. You're asking for something very difficult. You can research how much money those characters costs for Unreal Engine to develop. Wow. Those characters are seriously good. Like, they stand. No, it's okay. It's okay. There's no problem with that. There's no problem with wanting a character like that. It just requires a lot of work. It's achievable for sure. Yeah, those Paragon characters are super nice. Like even though today now, like to this date, they still hold on. Like you can like put them in a game and it looks like it was made right now. Like it's like what very good stuff. Oh my god, okay, I don't know how to make this blend in. I think I need to cheat my way out with some rocks and blend this out somehow like this. We will have some weird lines. Oof. Yeah, we will have some weird stuff here. I really need to push this somewhere around. Underneath this one. And can I rotate this point and make it, let's see, can I rotate this one? Oh, UI design, that's very cool. It's super important. Environments and UI, that's probably what the player is going to look at most of the time. That's funny. Characters, like, they're super important, right? But what actually people look the most at is UI. They're gonna be looking at that UI every time. It needs to be super sweet. It needs to work super nice. UI is a very important thing. Very important job. Okay. I mean, every job is super important. I like how the river just splits in two. But I need some... Yeah, we need to cut this out. Actually, let's just hide this spline and try to cut out the level. Landscape, flatten, we need right here, and let's just cut right here. Slowly. No. That will probably burn my PC. You can do that with RealFlow. It's a plugin from Unreal Engine. But games are all about performance. It's all about performance. How can you make something look nice and safe on performance? Meaning that you're going to just fake a lot of things. It's gonna be a lot of faking here with lighting and everything you can fake to save on performance. If you want this to be a proper simulation, there are solutions for that, but not recommended for a game. Unless your game is about rivers and rafting or something, maybe you can take that in consideration. But imagine having a simulation in real time just going, I don't know, 30 frames per second. It's gonna be crazy. This is just a plane that has a texture that moves. Oh yeah. Remember, it's an audio visual. Audio comes first. Audio is super important. Super important. Everything is very important. There's no thing that is not important. When you have all of those things combined in harmony and they make sense together, then you have something solid that holds, and then that's where the magic happens, and you get to really have a game. And that's where things really become magical and feel great, and it's like, whoa, okay, I like this. This feels great, looks great, sounds great, plays great, reacts great. Everything's like actually working in harmony, and it creates that illusion of whatever you're trying to make. The less you can break that illusion, the more immersive the game is, and it has nothing to do with.
I'm talking about the sender, not when the engine runs. It should be able to guide that mesh without you to do manually.
No. There's still no way to do that. There's a real flow plugin that will actually, like you said, like it will pour water and the water will follow this thing, but still it's not. I believe you need to guide it somehow with some blocking meshes and some splines. I'm not really sure how real flow works, but
It's 11:59 p.m. So good night, sleepy face.
here is 12:30 midday. You are in the other side of the world. Alright, let's push this. Whoa. Let's push this out. I think it's deep enough so the water can go out. Just gonna smooth it out a little bit so we don't have those harsh lines in there. Oh yeah, this is such an artistic task just to get this landscape looking nice. Okay, so it's time to spawn the river thing. But underneath this water we can have a post-process volume, so when you go down the water it looks like you're underwater, which is gonna be great. Okay, now we have a river. Yay! It gets very thin at the end, which is not great. We wanted to get a little bit not so thin. Let's see if I can flatten.
It's also late here.
Nice. I appreciate you guys hanging out. But if it's too late, don't stay too late. It's nice to get some good sleep. You don't wanna stay too late. Yesterday I went to bed super early because I was trying to have a meeting today in the morning and I didn't have it, and I was like, oops, alright. They made me wake up early, but it's good actually. It's nice to wake up early. That way I can like push my schedule a little bit more early. I like waking up early. You get more done. Alright, nice. So we have some rivers flowing. Hey, cool. So we have this river going this direction. Let's see how it looks from above. The water shader kind of disappears when I get too far away. Alright, it's time to spawn some PCG and see how the thing looks completely. So we're gonna spawn the procedural content generator biomes. So we're gonna spawn the green forest, the jungle forest, we're gonna spawn the orange forest, and we're gonna spawn the swamp environment right here, which some of them were connected. Interesting. I think I just actually hide them here. Oh, that's nice. I don't need to actually change the nodes of them. Alright, let's save. And I think it should load any second, and then we need to modify the mountains a little bit so the water can go out. And then we need to make some splines so there's no trees growing in the water. Yep. There you go. We have some trees spawning. And then let's see, do we have the rest? Oops. Where's my... Oh, it's disconnected. Okay, I thought it was connected. Okay, connected. Oh, it's disconnected here. This is kinda... Maybe I got confused with the other one. Everything's connected. Now it's loading the PCG. Okay, cool. Now we have the biome. I really like this swamp environment. Wow, it's one of my favorites. I don't know why I like swamps so much. I find them very mysterious and intriguing, like very like mystical. This area I really want to work. It's so nice. I like this. Wanna start animating some stuff, start like moving these things around, making them rotate, and like that'll be super cool. Okay, so we got this thing. We don't want things growing here. Oh wow. These trees are like, no, I fell down. Alright, now we have this split in little areas. Great. Great. That's what I really needed. A river that cuts the thing in half. And I kinda wanna have the river actually going out to the ocean through here as well. That could be nice. That would make a lot of sense. And split the river again, like I said, like in a vein kind of structure, like the Amazon River kind of splits everywhere. A little bit of like following these kind of lines. That will take me a little bit of work, because I kind of need to... It doesn't need to be that detailed. And here I want like a burned forest, like all the trees all twisted and dry, and like just some ashes falling from above. That would be super cool. And maybe we can have some like hot springs area where the river touches the hot water, the volcano. It gets heat up by the volcano. This is another camp that I need to actually work on. It's like super empty. Looks like somebody just took everything away and left. We need to actually set it up. And how do you say it? Set dress this place so it looks nicer. These vines are... I'm not so happy with these vines. There's something wrong with this. Need to look at some reference, because this really does not resemble a vine, like a jungle vine. They usually are very detailed and have a lot of different shapes. Here we have some very weird landscape break. We need to smooth that out a little. Alright, so I'm not gonna think about details, I'm gonna think about player path. I need to see where and how is the player going to traverse around these areas. Okay, so again, the player can go down through here, down there. This mine environment I want to connect through. I never done this before, like connecting two pieces of two biomes through the mountain. I know I can make holes in the landscape, so I want to connect these mines right here, which the post process doesn't really look sweet. Post process. cave. I don't like how it looks with the post-process volume, so I want to connect this, and I want to add some like particles in the air. I know I have some particles somewhere here, and here I want to break it in like this, and I have like some kind of wooden structures, like the mine typical structures, and I want to make like a tunnel that goes through here. Maybe let me see, I think we need to go actually through the mountain somewhere around here, inside the mountain, and we go out to this place, like boom. I want to connect that thing. That'll be super cool. And here I want a lot of big machinery and like wooden structures, and then you go out from the mine and you go into this kind of desert environment, and I want cactuses, and I want a lot of like desert by a desert. And this desert we can actually push out a little bit more, we can make it a little bigger, so we have that desert vibe of like a flat, very wide area. And here we can make very big structures, like a cliff, big cliff structure. That will be cool to cut off a little bit of the view. Alright, this is getting more interesting now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna really think about the whole picture. I already worked a little bit on the details. I got a little bit of details in the swamp environment. Let me see. I want to do some lava tunnels like this. Oh, that would be so sweet. What? Okay. One. Jungle, lava. This is like the starting area. This forest looks so sad. Like it needs more vegetation. That's funny. And it does need higher trees. We need way higher trees to make it look like we are under something. I love this biome. The water needs a lot of tweaking. And I guess that's it, right? No more bookmarks? Nope. I need to add more bookmarks. Oof. So yesterday I was playing a little bit here. So nice. I like this area so much. Here's the witch doctor house. So I was thinking like maybe you get like some kind of like curse or something, like, and then you need to go heal yourself here. And there's this guy who like he tells you to bring I don't know, whatever ingredients to build a potion for you or something. Probably the most typical RPG quest in the entire world, but this area looks very interesting. Still, we can make it nicer. This place is packed with props. It's like so detailed, but at the same time it's like stylized. It's such a combination, like wow, it's crazy. It's like it's very detailed, but at the same time it's not so detailed. All this area needs a lot of more hand placement things. Oh, this is part of the vegetation, foliage. Okay, no problem. We can just go here into foliage, select it. Oops, not delete it, but select it. And then we can actually make it a little smaller and twist it a little bit to that side, to this side. That's nice. Save. Okay, so back to the thing. Instead of getting distracted with this, I like these rocks really blocking the view. It really makes it look like super interesting. We have these fireflies just fighting. We have other ones that move a little bit slower. This terrain, I need more terrain textures, and I need to paint more terrain and integrate these big mushrooms. Maybe add more geometry, because since it's so big it looks very sharp. I don't like that sharpness here. It's too low poly. Doesn't really look so nice. A lot of forest. When you have slopes, this is a big problem. You need to go on. Actually, there's a setting to push this down while you paint on the Z-axis. I kinda need to play with those settings, because I have floating foliage all the time on slopes, which is a thing I can actually fix. Not so hard. I mean, it's pretty easy to fix, but I forget to add that little option on the foliage painting. So I kinda need to go and just double check if I actually painted things properly, just to really sell the illusion that these guys are growing from the soil. And then we can add more little props to integrate them better, like little rocks or mushrooms in the ground, so they don't feel like just a stick coming from the ground. This is super nice. Alright, again, I'm focusing on little details I shouldn't be focusing on right now. It kinda just bothers me when trees are just floating, so I kinda wanna get that down. But I know that I have a lot of these. I think I might be able to fix them. I think I can select the foliage, change the options, and reload the foliage, reapply current settings to foliage instances. There you go. Foliage tools are just very good. Instead of actually going one by one and doing this, I can actually do it the smart way. But doing it by hand is always kind of nice, because it gives you that hand placement effect, that hand variation. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here, because I can spend all day long just pushing little trees into the ground. And that's it. No more for now. Okay, cool, let's continue. Okay, nice. Wow. Wow. I really like when the little biomes are starting to connect with each other. I really like that stuff. Let's go mountain. Not on the content browser, but on the outliner. Mountain, and we need to start actually bringing back up all the mountains that we deselected. We actually what's the word? Hide in past tense. Hidden. Yeah, all the mountains that we hidden. There you go. Boom, boom. There you go. Okay, cool. Nice. Oh, my river is going under the the mountains, which really does not make sense. So let's start pushing mountains to the side. And actually, let's push them a little bit farther away, because I want some more area for the desert environment, which is okay to be like flat and kind of empty. So I'm gonna take advantage of that and use it in my, use it to my advantage. Oh, reference actor. Okay, no problem. Let's delete it. Okay, it's referencing to the group actor. Okay, whenever you group actors, it's gonna ask you are you sure you want to delete this? but that would be so nice actually to make a nice desert. I like desert environments as too. Never been to a desert in my life, but they look so interesting. I mean, we have, it's not a desert per se, it's like a tundra environment here in Costa Rica, very high in the mountains, right next to Irasu volcano. We do have some kind of desert. It's just like little tiny stone, like very kind of grayish stone, and nothing grows, almost nothing grows, and it's like there's some fog. I kind of like those environments. I kind of want to see if I can add some of that. Really need to reference myself on real life environments. Okay, cool. And I guess here I need to play with the landscape tools again, because yeah, we have some beautiful floating mountains, which it's kind of funny. Reminds me of the unfinished areas from World of Warcraft in Vanilla WoW. The first, the basic game version, you can go to actually places where there's like a flat piece of like a plane, and it's like they wanted to build something here, but they didn't have enough time. Okay, so let's go. Let's just rise up this thing. Do we really need to have this other piece of land on the other side of the river? I'm not really sure. Maybe this could be the entrance to the Undercity, which is gonna be filled with lava again or something like that. I'm just making much more work for myself. But that's the idea. That's the idea. Actually make something interesting. Not just try to cut corners, but actually try to make something very cool and interesting. The question is, how can I make something original? Because every idea I have comes from some other game or movie. Maybe I need to read more books and get ideas from books, or maybe just look at documentaries and get reference from the real life. Anyways, everything that you can think of is already made. You can only make a variation of it. Like that's the truth about being a creative person. You can only remix and recreate what is already there. Give it your little spark, your little touch, but everything's being created already. It's very hard to actually come up with something absolutely new. And you don't want to create something absolutely new because people won't relate to it. It's like, yeah, that environment is cool, but I've never seen that. It's like some alien environment, and it's like, yeah, dude, I cannot relate to that because I don't have anything to relate it to. So it's kind of interesting. You want to create stuff that is actually somehow recognizable and relatable to people. It's kind of interesting topic. A little bit of controversial and confusing. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Just create a little path here. Oh yeah, I like those very tiny paths that you can walk through in a very big cliff. It's like, dude, don't fall down, don't fall down. Oh yeah, right there. Just walk around the mountain. You feel like it's gonna just fall on top of you. like this. Very cool. Oh, oops. Now I'm getting a little bit of that. That's cool. Hey, that's kind of cool. Oops. I like this. Alright, enough terrain. We're just gonna try to push this inside a tiny bit, just so we don't see the little thing right there. Okay, cool. And here, yeah, we need to still push this away. This one, I'm not gonna make it icy. Yeah, let's just delete. Let's keep the ice only for the north, just to tell the player like, yeah, there's some ice and snow going that direction in the north. I'm gonna keep this island. If we actually see the whole thing, the playable area is very small. We have this bunch of mountains doing nothing, but it makes the thing whole feel very big. So I need to take advantage of some of these areas. It's okay. It's easy to get overwhelmed by these kind of environments. Like sometimes you don't know what to do or what's next. So it's nice to keep it easy, take it easy, and just try to make a list of things you want to do and stick to it. Now I'm focused on water systems, the river flow, and how to connect different zones, and how to make where is the player going to be able to walk on. How is the player going to go from one biome to the other? That's what I'm going to try to solve today. That's the goal. Really wanna get that. I'm very excited about actually making those transitions. That's what I really want to achieve. This mountain, it's gonna, let's make it fun. Like, let's have this snow on the left and this green on the right, which I think there's zones like that. There are areas like that in the world, like California. I think you can go up into the mountains to the snow, and you can go down to the beach in a very short distance. I'm not sure if you can see the beach up from the mountains, but maybe in some areas. It's just a matter of how high they are. Imagine going like snowboarding and then surfing at the same day. That's crazy. Okay. This water plane, yeah, oops. These water planes are just super badly placed. Oh my god. But the idea is, where is this water going to end? Like, I need to have that. I need to take this seriously, because I don't know where the water level is. This river is just going down. Oops. That will make me push the whole water level down. This is the thing that I was not taking in consideration. Oh, alright, time to problem solve this out. One solution is just to push all the water down, which will create a lot of gaps in the terrain. A lot of gaps. So another solution is just to push the river up, which is gonna take a little bit of the logic out, because rivers, they're supposed to flow down the mountain. They cannot flow up. And we have a very big gap here. So if I push this down to the river level, then we have a lot of problems with the rest. I don't know what's the best solution here. Hey, how are you, Fly? Today I'm trying to solve the water, the river system. Let's say water comes up from the mountain, goes down here, goes down from this river to the ocean, which I'm actually trying to push right here, around there. And I can actually, yeah, these mountains, I need to actually make them look nicer. And then let's copy this tropical thing around here, and we want this river to end in the ocean. But we have a problem, because the river height is not the same of the ocean height. So now we have a big gap to deal with, and I don't know what to do about it. Oops. This is my first time trying to do a river actually flow down the ocean in real. So yeah, I messed up a little bit here, because the ocean water is actually huge compared to the river level. I went too deep with the river, you see, because I tried to get the level from the lowest point in the terrain, which is actually the swamp area, which is the lowest area in the terrain. Makes sense that the swamp is lower, and here's where the last waterfall falls down, and we are following this river, goes down here. We need to make a nice transition between these two shaders. Oops. And here, and we need to cut some trees. And here we go up this way, and then we go up that way. We go out that way, and we have this gap, which is, it's too much of a gap, and I don't know what to do. Damn. Oops. Yeah. The thing is that if I push all the water down, let's go water circle. It will look absolutely weird, because the mountains will be floating everywhere. Maybe I can fix that. I guess it's not gonna be such a big problem. These probably are the things that I needed to start with: landscape, water, and then actually get some details. Oh, just be careful with the lava ones. We don't want to select the lava. These guys, no, they are named the same. Alright, so deselect those. Oops. Shift, Control, Alt, deselect. It's not doing the deselection for me. I guess I just need to be careful and deselect by hand, because if we delete or move those lava puddles, I will mess up the whole thing. Okay, cool. I think we got them. We have a bunch of lava pools that use the same names as water circle. That's something we will need to change to avoid problems like this. Lava pool, lava pool. Okay, let's just have some patience and deselect this. Ah, we do have some water circles here that we don't want to move actually. This lava pool here, and we have only 5 circles that we need to get rid of. Which, these are not doing much. What is this doing here? Huh. I see. This asset pack comes with some little things. I cannot tell that they used all their energy for the modeling of the props, and then when it comes to assembling the scene, they were a little tired. Which is totally understandable. Alright, let's try to push all of this, and let's make a folder to save this selection into a folder called water circles. I'm not even gonna use this water actually, but it's a good way to see how it looks, because if I use the water shader on the whole world, it's gonna be laggy. This water shader I'm using is very expensive. I need to talk with the programmer to see what's going to be the best water solution. Water circles, ocean, let's call them like that. Select all, immediate, no, it's select all descendants. That way you'll select everything inside the folder, and let's see what happens if I push this down. Ooh. Let's push it down to the river height. This is a little hard to do since we have multiple. Actually, we should have only one C value for this. We have some things, some water planes floating above other water planes, which is not good. Okay, let's try to push it with shift. Come on, Unreal, give me that smooth movement. There you go, smooth. There you go, beautiful. Blend it in, blended a little, there you go. Okay, good. This makes the whole environment to float. So we're gonna have floating areas. We're gonna have a floating thing here. It really breaks down the whole thing. Look at this. Yeah, I can tell they were very in a hurry. Okay. Yeah, we got some floating mountains. It's okay, I guess. But is there another solution for this? Because if I select this landscape and if I push it down, I will need to push the whole thing down. I don't think so. I need to think about what's the best solution. What's the less amount of work for me? Because moving all of this is just not doable. I will definitely mess it up, and I will basically need to redo it. Well, I'm learning a lot about building big environments. Learning a lot. Let me think. This reminds me of a YouTube video that says don't do slopes in your video games. Slopes are very hard to work with. I totally understand why slopes and height variation really... it makes the thing look beautiful though, and I do need the height variation, so I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the hit and try to solve this, because we do need a lot of height variation. So we can be very cheap about this and just fake the water level in this part of the ocean, but again, no, 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 no. It's not gonna feel good. Like if like we ever have like flying mounts and stuff, and you wanna like actually explore the world and fly around, you will easily tell that this does not make sense. There's a very big gap between the. Even if I work with this landscape and if I push it slowly down to the water, um, damn. Damn it. Well, these are the moments where I need to like think about this. Yeah, I guess it's the only solution, pushing the volcano down and all the tropical area down to the water level. And actually that will be kind of cool because the volcano is a little bit too high up, which is kind of cool. I like the volcano being that high up. The only thing that I'm afraid of is messing the lava tunnels. I don't want to mess up this construction. I really like this construction here, and I don't want to mess it up. I really want to copy this whole construction and reuse it to make a super huge lava tunnel that you are able to go through here, one of these mountains, through the volcano, inside the volcano, and go out this other way. That would be super awesome. But I guess the only way to find out is to save this. Let's see how big is this folder, because I think I need to make a backup before doing this. This is something that might break the project. It's something that if I do wrong, it's gonna take me hours to fix, like hours. So I do need to make a little backup here. Unfortunately, we are not working with version control. Now that we have a programmer, we should tell him to like, hey, can you set up I forgot the name of this software. Yeah, to have version control. So if you mess up, you can go back. You can go back to the other version. Let's see how big is this folder. Oof, 15 gigabytes. Damn. Well, I guess. Yeah. I guess it's time to do this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a quick backup because don't wanna mess this up. If I mess this up, it's gonna be terrible. And I've done this. I've messed up projects before, and it really sucks. It demotivates you a lot. So the only thing to do this is doing it right. Let's go. Let's save, close. And I'm going to just add this to an archive, rar, and that will create a copy for me. And it's gonna take some time. Oh yeah. It's not gonna be that long though. Let's see. I kind of want to look for some reference. Let's check. No, I don't want to look for reference now. I will get distracted. I have something in mind that I want to create, and I don't want to get my idea distracted. Alright. Oh, it's kind of fun. Like, look at this. I'm getting this image on the vertical stream. This vertical stream, I really need to. Oops. Oops, I need to push it around here. Okay, cool. Yep. This vertical stream, I would like to I mean, I'm capturing a window, and I need to capture I'm capturing like a specific window, so whenever I close the viewport from Unreal Engine, they cannot see anything there. It will be nice for them to actually see the screen. For example, now on the horizontal stream, you can see whatever I'm doing in the computer, but in the other one, it's just fixed to the window, to the viewport of Unreal. All right, let me take some water and stretch. Let's see if we can make this operation. Oops. All right, almost there. Just making a quick copy. Oops. Before I do these changes, I need to push down a lot of meshes, including a landscape, which always causes a little problem, because if you don't select everything carefully, you move one mesh and the other one is not moving, and then you get different height values, and you can really destroy the whole thing. Okay, I got what looks and seems to be an important email. Meanwhile, let's open the environment. Now that we have a backup as a RAR file, we should be able to open up the scene again. It will take a couple of minutes, maybe 1 minute or two. It loads up to 95% and gets post-loading objects get stuck in there for some reason. Ah, Jesus. I'm trying to have this video call with this person who is trying to make an NFT of my of my work. I don't know how this will go, but whatever. It's kind of interesting. And I missed it by 1 hour. She's in New York, so I get the hours confused. She's 2 hours ahead of me, and damn, messed up. I need my notifications to be very loud because I'm missing important things. Alright, project's opened. Let's go back. Okay, let's check. Let's just let it breathe a second. Well, that happens to me a lot. It's okay, it's not a big deal. We can just reschedule. Okay, cool. So now that we are back here, everything's working. We got the volcano. That's a beautiful look. From it looks so nice from the vertical stream. Okay, so here, let's see if we can get this going. Okay, so when you're moving a lot of assets in Unreal Engine, you can do it in different ways. Okay, the best solution I have for this is to hide the landscape first. We want to hide the landscape because landscape and static meshes, they don't like to be moved together. In my experience, it really lags the program. Let's hide this landscape number 2. Gone. Now, another thing I want to do, it smells like something burning. My computer, no, please don't burn. Don't get burned. Okay, once the landscape is hidden and the river spline actually is hidden as well, which we don't need right now, press T for transparency, click on the spline and hide it. Whatever is transparent, we don't really want to move. One way to do this is go into perspective top, and then we can see the whole environment from the top, which for some reason is absolutely lagging. Oh my god. Again, let's select all the water circle in the ocean, select all descendants and hide that, right? Let's select the sky sphere and hide. Let's select the sky thing, the clouds and hide. Oh, they got a bunch of corrupt politicians arrested in Costa Rica. Damn. Well, you can only lie for so long. People will find out eventually. That's why lying is not a good idea. It's funny. Well. Why is this so laggy? I don't understand. It's just a wireframe mode. We have no lighting, we have no textures. Like, why are you lagging so bad? Like, please. Oh my god, come on, Unreal, you can do this. Is there anything I'm doing wrong? I don't understand, like... It's lagging like crazy. Why is this? Like, I cannot move? Alright, patience. Whoa, it's not even letting me drag the selection box. What? Okay, let's take it easy with patience. We are gonna select this big chunk of assets, okay? This is a big chunk of assets. With control drag, I want to... Okay. This is the kind of things you shouldn't be doing in a live stream. This is specifically the kind of thing you should not be doing live, because it's very unreliable. You don't know how long is this gonna take. But it's okay for people to see that even though if you have a great computer, the little things that you need to go through. I wish to rotate the camera so I can cut the selection here. Do I have a lasso selection here? That would be crazy good. Not really sure if we have lasso selection in Unreal. We might have a lasso selection. Maybe with the modeling tools we do have it, but not in the selection thing. Maybe there is some option. Alright, let's just go, because I cannot overthink this. Oh my god, not there. Let's select. Nope. It's so laggy, just even dragging the selection. No, this... I'm sorry, but I think we're gonna break this map into little levels, because this is going crazy. And we're gonna have loading screens for each little area, because there's no sense. It makes no sense to have all of this loaded at the same time. Alright, we have a little bit of the map. Maybe not exactly what I needed. Let me go into lit mode. It's funny how lit mode allows me to just move. On wireframe mode, it really just... It's more expensive for Unreal than actually calculating textures and lighting. I don't really get that. Maybe there's some kind of explanation. What I want to check... I need to look this up, because I was able to deselect things in the viewport before. It was like Control Alt Shift drag, I think. Let me just look it up. The deselect objects in viewport by dragging Unreal Engine 5. Control left click on an object. Yeah, I know that, but I want to deselect multiple objects. Like, so let's see, for example, already I'm just going to make a camera move over. Let's see.
So previously you may have only been selecting things by one at a time, we'll have shift and down each new piece, or you could using the outliner to select rows or whole swaths of stuff. But did you know you can actually do a click, drag, select inside the viewport here? And I don't mean using So let's say, for example, I've got this over here, and I'm just going to move the camera over there, and I'll set this whole little island here. So I can click Control and Alt, using left Control and left Alt, left click, drag, cross, and I'm going to deselect the bits I don't want to move, like water here.
Yeah.
So just hit Shift Control, say Control click on that to deselect, and I don't hit this either. So Control click on that. So now I have this whole island selected without having to do anything. And it's at this point now it might be a good idea to move it Control G or like that.
Yeah, that's. How to deselect multiple objects by dragging in Unreal Engine. That's what I'm trying to find out. It is Control Alt left mouse, yeah, to select multiple, but to deselect them, is it Control Shift to deselect them? I remember doing this all the time, and then I got the thing, I forgot the shortcut. There's a whole discussion about this. Control Shift Alt drag. There you go. It was, yeah, just adding shift to it. Yeah. Let me see if it works. I remember that. I do remember that I did 3 keys and drag. Come on, let me drag this selection. Let's go drag this selection. There you go. Deselect for me. There you go. Good. Yeah. Control Alt left click and drag. It will select multiple. Control Alt Shift. It will deselect multiple. That's the thing. Oh, nice. All right. Yay! Hey, good news! Great news! Yay, yay! Yes! Great news! I got it's not a full-time job, but I'm gonna get a contract to work for a couple of months for an agency in Costa Rica. Whew, that will be great. And it's gonna be work from home as well, which is, I guess, even better because I will save some money. I think it's even better for me actually. All right, yeah. I kind of need to like respond this email. This is top priority right now. Okay, all right, starting in about 2 weeks.
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you so much. It's just a very short little contract. I think it's gonna be about less than 2 months, but this is gonna be very good experience for me. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Fly. I'm sorry to keep you guys waiting on the stream. Yes, this is great. Obviously, if I perform good and I do my job properly, they might consider me for a longer contract. But still, like, I really want to have this in my resume. It's a automobile visualization agency, so I'll be making car visualizations. Yay! I'm very excited about using Unreal Engine for some real photorealistic shots. Let's see. Alright, nice. Just a little response, like very short and professional, like thank you so much. Will definitely would love to be part of the team, and I'm very grateful for this opportunity. That will be amazing. Even though it's just gonna be a couple of months, it's gonna be great experience and it's gonna be great for my CV. I mean, like, yeah. It's kind of. I mean, every 3D job is the same thing. Like, it's just a couple of months. It's just if you're lucky 6 months, if you're lucky 1 year, if you're even more lucky 2 years. But getting a full-time stable position, it's super hard. And I'm super happy with this opportunity because that way I can work from home, which is great, because I thought I needed to move to another apartment, and Yeah, moving to another apartment, it's a lot of work and money. Uh, and the idea is to save as much money as possible, because I do need to pay. I do own my dad some money, which he's never going to like ask. But I want to like one day come and just pay him without him like asking for it. You know, like how it's supposed to be. Like just come back one day and tell my dad like, hey, here's the money you gave me. They're asking me for some information. This is funny. I'm making this on the stream. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. um, um, they're asking for the permanent address, and I don't know exactly my address. Let me think about this. Well, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I think this works. Yeah, maybe. It's not the way that Costa Rican addresses work, but I think it's I mean, like province, then the area I live in, and then I add the. It goes from bigger to smaller, but I'm just gonna put the province and then this area and then the apartment building and yeah, number, I guess. I mean, it's enough for them to know where I'm at. Just really trying to not make a mistake here, because that will be terrible. Once the email is gone, there's no way back. Okay, let me just double check the email just so I don't miss anything. Let's make it more professional. It's auto-correcting my last name. I'm like, no, I put it right. I write it in English and I wrote apartamento instead of apartment. Apartment. Apart. Oof, yeah. Well, the contract is gonna be in Spanish, I guess, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know. It doesn't matter. They know I'm in Costa Rica. The office is in Costa Rica. It doesn't matter. It's a Costa Rican address, whatever. It's nicer to just don't mix though two languages in the same line, because it looks weird. That's nice. Now I just wanna hear back from this other girl from the NFT thing, because it's kind of cool. I got an email from OpenSea. I got an offer from OpenSea, but I'm very careful with those emails because they ask you to put your Bitcoin wallet, and I'm like, last time I put my information in an application, I got I got scammed. Actually, yeah, I got some problems with the bank a couple of months ago, because they told me to install an application to transfer money, and I was like, dude, I don't really feel safe doing this. And guess what? A couple of days later, boom, I got some money pulled out. Yeah. And now the bank is like, well, I'm sorry, dude. Oh, yeah, we cannot do much about it. And I'm like, yeah, cool. Just close my account. Goodbye. I'm sorry, but like, your only job is to take care of my cash. And goodbye. Yeah, so I closed that account. Again, let's go back to the stream. So I'm gonna make a new folder from all of this thing. Instead of making a folder, first of all, I kind of want to go to wireframe mode, and I want to go to perspective mode. Can I go wireframe perspective? Can I fly around? Unreal doesn't like it. It's so heavy for Unreal to calculate the wireframe. Are you serious? Like, this is supposed to be so light in other programs. I don't understand this. Alright, so wireframe doesn't wanna collaborate with us today, okay. Let's just keep it easy, take it easy like that. Do I actually get to select? I don't know, like, what I'm selecting, what I'm not selecting, and that's like what actually gives me a little bit of I don't know, like, it seems like everything's selected, I guess. No, we have some stuff unselected. Maybe it's not actually selecting everything, I guess, or it is selecting everything. I don't really understand this selection in Unreal. It's like these yellow lines. It's okay. It's okay. It's time to actually. Oh, I messed up again. I need to hide the other landscape. Yeah, sorry guys. These are the things that are a little bit difficult. Landscape. Get rid of the landscape. Yeah, we don't want to move landscapes because that really bugs out the program. As soon as I get a job, I got bad news from my client. That's funny. I think that my client for this project is going to cancel me, which is it's okay because I will be busy with another job. But for my YouTube, I kind of want to do it anyways. It's kind of I don't know. But let's see what he says. Maybe we get some interesting news. gonna select this right where the volcano ends, around this area, I guess around here. I kind of push that down a little bit. Okay. Oh, okay, it went the other direction totally. He got new packs for me. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Alright. It's like, whoa, that's great news. I'm sorry for everybody watching. If there's somebody watching there, I'll apologize. I got in the middle of some important messages. Oops. This is bugging out. My phone is bugging out. Oh no. Sorry guys. I think that I should probably end the stream here. Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. I don't want to keep you waiting. So I apologize. I need to respond some messages and stuff. But I really appreciate you guys watching and hanging out, and have a great one. And hopefully I will be able to catch with you later and continue with this environment. So have a great day.